Good morning and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to show you what we ate in a week for breakfast, and I thought it would be really fun to show you how we make our goat milk soups. It's just going to be a very quick overview of how we pour them, we mix them, and how we cut them. So let's get into the video. You gotta stand tall. Happy Monday! Today we started a little bit early at 6:50 in the morning. I am just getting some hydration in and chatting it up with Trey, my husband, and on the menu today we decided to do some pancakes. I was gifted this lovely handmade, crafted by Mercy, a lovely flower for the day, and that was so cute. So I started with milling or blending up our grain. I use spelt for this pancake, and I'm just going to fill up this little Tupperware filled with flour because I wanted to use it for our next recipes as well. Now we always have bananas on hand, so I always just put bananas in our pancakes or banana bread. I have a full recipe in the description down below for this on the blog highpath.com. So this is just going to be a very simple blender pancake. We're just going to mix everything up in a blender and then we're just going to cook it. And today we're actually going to be cooking it two ways, one on the skillet and one in the oven, just because sometimes, time is pressing and we need to get breakfast on the table, and so I can easily bake a bunch of pancakes in the oven and also some on the skillet just to make it a little bit faster. I started by putting everything into a blender, our bananas, a little bit of oil, flour, baking soda, some apple cider vinegar, and I'm just going to add the flour slowly just so that we can blend it to make sure that we have a nice consistency. Now, like I said, I have a recipe on the blog, but I am just freehanding this. I've made it a few times so I know the consistency. It should be like this. I have preheated the oven to 350, and then on a baking sheet I'm just going to make little rounds of pancakes, and this baking sheet fit, I believe, 7 pancakes, and once these are baked, voila, 7 pancakes are out of the oven at the same time. Now I'm going to bake these for about, I would say, like 5 minutes up to 7 minutes. You just have to kind of watch it and make sure that it is not overdone. Also, Israel is over here prepping our skillet, and we figured, yeah, we're just going to bring our big boy out here as well to make as many pancakes as possible. So we have a small one here, and I am just going to add a little bit of the batter, and then we're going to prep the big boy with some grapeseed oil, and we're going to preheat that a little bit as well. And we're just making pancakes here, guys. It is not very hard. I'm sure you guys have made plenty of pancakes in your life. So we are just checking the pancakes that are in the oven. It looked like it needed a little bit more, so we just put it back in the oven. I have noticed whenever we make pancakes on the smaller skillet, everything is fine. However, this big skillet, I don't know what it is, but it is always sticking. Now, if you guys have any tips on, we've seasoned this plenty of times. We have done all the things to season it, but it still sticks. So let us know in the comments if you have any tips. So the first batch of our baked pancakes are done. Look, it is all done in like 5 minutes, and then I'm just going to make a few more here, and I'm going to put that back into the oven and cook a few more pancakes in the oven. Now the pancakes are done. I am just going to load up a plate for one of the little ones, and these pancakes came out really delicious, and they are so simple and so easy. We are just going to top it up with some organic blue agave syrup, and it was delicious. These are great if you are rushing in the morning. Just throw all of the ingredients into a blender, blend it up, and you've got pancakes. Good morning to another beautiful day. Today is Tuesday, and I am getting the oven started to make some banana bread. That is what we have on the menu today. I'm telling you, we always have bananas on hand and really brown ripened bananas, so we are going to make a very simple classic banana bread. I am also freehanding over here, but you can definitely follow our recipe, which is also on the website on the blog highpath.com. I will also have that linked down in the description down below, just for your convenience, because I know you guys, I'm sure you've made plenty of banana bread. This is a 100% spelt banana bread, and so we are starting off with some mashed bananas, some coconut sugar, and coconut oil. This is also a 100% vegan or plant-based recipe because you all know we are a plant-based large family. It actually was not that hard of a switch from switching between baking with animal products like eggs and things like that to vegan, because you just substitute the eggs with flax eggs and everything is basically the same. We use 100% home milled or home blended spelt flour. And we are just going to mix all of the ingredients up in one big bowl. It is very simple. I don't separate the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. That is just too much for me. So to keep everything simple, we're just going to mix everything in one bowl, and it all just bakes up perfectly fine. A good tip to start any baked good in one big bowl is just to start with the wet ingredients, and then you're going to add the dry ingredients on top, and then you're just going to mix it all together. So I have here our banana bread batter going into our favorite loaf pans. I will have a link down below. These never stick. I don't know what it is. They have superpowers or something, but we absolutely love these loaf pans. Once they're all baked, voila, we are letting them cool a little bit before we cut them, just so it holds its shape a little bit better. And there you go. Israel here is chopping it up. And honestly, you can just eat it as is. You can top it with whatever seeds, nuts that you like, some coconut shreds, some chocolate chips. You can really put anything you want in here. You can even add a slather of nut butter or jelly. This is the same day, and we're actually going to prep breakfast for tomorrow on the same day. We have some really ripe peaches and strawberries that I needed to just use up. So while I was prepping for lunch, I have Mercy here prepping breakfast for tomorrow. And so we are going to be making some strawberry and peach muffins for tomorrow's breakfast. We are starting off with some coconut sugar and some coconut oil. During the summertime, fruit is in an abundance. All the strawberries are ripe and delicious and sweet, and then you also have like peaches and nectarines and watermelons. It is so awesome. We love this season because we can eat all the fruit we want. We would love to know, what is your favorite fruit during this time of the year? Ours is watermelon. We go through a ton of watermelon, but also like the white peaches are absolutely delicious too. Once the batter was made, the base batter, Mercy just mixed in all the fruit, and we have a batter with strawberries. We also have a batter with the peach, and I believe she mixed it a little bit, but that is okay. It's still delicious. We're gonna bake this in the oven at 350 for about, I would say, 35 minutes or so. So she has one batch going in the oven, and then she's just gonna finish off the other batter, and voila, once they are all baked up, look at these delicious muffins. They were nice and fluffy and juicy, and just, it was really good. And it was all prepped by lunchtime. We didn't plan our breakfasts ahead of time, and so Mercy here is just writing in what we have for Thursday, which is watermelon. And actually, after cutting up our watermelon and getting that prepped and everyone had a piece, the kids also decided to make us a lovely smoothie here, which is a peach, kind of really a peach slushy. And then we actually tried our hand at some crepes. This is just a very thin pancake that we are going to fry up on our skillet, and these turn out really delicious. The girls found a recipe for just regular crepes, and so we decided to make our version, and we're just gonna make it vegan and plant-based, of course. We sort of just made it a pancake batter with some, I believe, hemp milk, and we just made it a very thin pancake batter, and these turned out really lovely. They were a little bit difficult for the skillet. It stuck a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. So we made a few of these, and then Emmanuel is just going to slather it with some nut butter. We just have some organic sunflower butter and some homemade jelly, but he decided to use some agave syrup on them. Now you can use any toppings you like, of course. You be your own crepes boss, and then yeah, just fill it up with whatever you love. And on Friday we are just gonna have our simple delicious watermelon because we have soap making to do. So I just wanted to show you really quick how we make a batch of soap. Now we run a homestead and we raise our own goats, and so this is our small little family business that we have going on. It is Eden Body Care, and we hand make goat milk soaps and skincare. This beginning process takes the longest. We are going to start with some frozen goat milk cubes, and we're going to mix in some sodium hydroxide, which is lye basically. Now don't believe people saying that sodium hydroxide lye is going to burn you. No, it will not. When soap is made correctly, there is no lye left in the final product. So we added that mixture into our pot of oils right here, and we are going to be making a eucalyptus and mint soap. We are getting the molds ready, and we're going to slowly pour in our essential oils into our soap mixture, the batter, just to make it smell oh so refreshing and minty. We're going to hand mix this batch in just so we don't over mix it. And this is very important in our step just because we want to make sure it is fluid enough to go into the molds. And when it is done, we are going to just put them in our molds one loaf at a time. Now we have essential oil based soaps. We also have some fragrance oil based soaps. Our essential oil based soaps are all natural, even down to the coloring. We use spinach powder for the green color in this batch, and we love it. This is one of our best sellers. As you can see, while I am just pouring in the base color, Israel here is using the colored soap, which is colored with our spinach powder, and we're just going to make swirls using our handy dandy hanger tool, and we're just going to make some really nice swirls in the soap. Then we're going to add some texture onto each batch of our soap just to give it a little bit of height and just to make it a little bit prettier. You can find all the information on the benefits of goat milk soap and the essential oils all on our website, edenbodycare.com. Then once the soap is made, we have to let it just sit for about 3 days or so for our soaps, just so that it can get a little bit hardened and saponify before we cut them. Once we cut them with our wire cutter, we are then just going to put them on our trays to let them cure for at least 6 to 8 weeks, just until it gets harder, and the harder the bar, the longer the bar lasts. We cut all of our soaps, all 10 loaves, and we have all of them on these trays that are going to sit in our room to cure. Now once they're cured, here is the final product, a beautiful, luxurious conditioning bar of goat milk soaps. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing, and we will see you on the next video. Hope you loved this video, and we thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.